Look at that view. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Derek and this is the guidebook. This weekend I'm testing out my truck camper build for the first time, and I came down to Colorado Springs because there's a cool dispersed camping area I wanted to check out down here. Right now we're hiking the Lavelle Gulch Trail and it's really pretty. There's these really great views over towards Pikes Peak. Look at that. Just finished the hike. That was a really cool trail. Now we're gonna start heading up Rampart Range Road to try to find a campsite. This trailhead's like right at the bottom of the road, so shouldn't take too long to get up there. I think probably like 15 minutes or so, but hopefully there's a campsite available, and hopefully we can find a site with views of Pikes Peak. That'd be pretty cool.
It's definitely a practice. That should be the, because immediately
on Google Maps I found a little thing that said dispersed camping right here. Looks like there's a site right here. I'm gonna keep heading back a little bit. This could be a good site right here, maybe. Or this one. There's a bunch of sites back here. I'm gonna keep going though. I just walked down there towards the end, like where it dead ends, and it looks like the view of Pikes Peak down there is pretty cool, but it's also already like super windy down there, and there's already a car at that site at the end. There's one site a little further forward here, but it's like really slanted, so I don't want to stay there. I'm gonna go back into the woods a little bit where it wasn't nearly as windy and try to find a site up there. I think I'm actually just gonna go and check further down the road here real quick, because it looks like on Google Maps that there might be another good area about 3/4 of the mile down the road. So the entrance to this one looks a little bit more difficult, but still not bad. And two-wheel drive. This could be a good spot right here. Look at that. Might be a little windy, but this spot's too good to pass up. I think I got it parked in a pretty level spot, but I mean, what an unreal campsite. View like this right from camp. This is cool. It's probably gonna be a little windy out here. Not a ton of tree cover, but it's gonna be worth it for that view, especially with sunset and sunrise. I'm really hungry though, so I'm gonna cook some food real quick. It is pretty chilly when the wind gusts out here, but I'm hoping for this view it's worth it. It's about 5 o'clock, but I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna make some dinner. I'm gonna make like ground sausage, peppers, and rice. It'll be just like a simple meal. I thought it'd be pretty easy to clean up. As far as setup goes, one thing I am noticing is it is a little more annoying to pull out the bins that are in the back there. So I might like tie a piece of string or something to them so I can pull them out while I'm out here, so I don't have to get up in the truck and grab them. That's just one thought I've had so far, but I mean, it's pretty easy for me to just like hop up on the tailgate here and grab the bin in the back. One positive about this setup that I had thought of before though is when you have those drawers like this, if you forget to grab something out, you can't really access it when you have a bunch of stuff on the tailgate, whereas right now I can access anything I need. Like I needed this fuel can out of that bin, and I can just grab it. I don't have to move a bunch of stuff out of the way to then be able to pull a drawer out. And we're done. Might not look that appetizing to you, but I am starving. If you can believe it, I ate all of that. So now I just got to clean this pot out and put it away. I got pretty much all the rest of this stuff kind of organized to put away. One thing that's really cool about this site is it's actually really clean. Like there's not much trash like anywhere, but there are a couple pieces of trash. There's something like through the lighter in the fire pit. There's a couple things like a can and some paper and stuff like that over here, so I'm gonna make sure to pick this up here. That's one thing that we got to do is whenever we're staying at dispersed campsites or really just anywhere in general or hiking on trails, is we got to make sure we leave them nice that we found them, or else these places will get closed down, and I don't want that. You probably don't want that either. So whenever you come to a camp like this, just make sure you like clean up any trash you see and just leave it nicer than you found it. Sun just went down over there. It's probably like 7:30 right now or so, and honestly I'm probably gonna be asleep by 8:30. Get a good night of sleep, get up early, and maybe do a hike in the morning. There's a hike that goes to a reservoir right near here, and the trailhead's maybe like 1.5 miles down the road, like back down the road the way I came. So I might go there in the morning. I think it's like a 3 or 4 mile hike. Me and Tuck might do that and then head back up towards home. So far I've slept in here like without it built out by myself, but this will be the first time sleeping in here with my dog. And we'll see. I'm thinking we're gonna have plenty of room, but then once it's me, my fiance, and a dog, then we'll be a little tight in here, and that'll be the real test to see if it's comfortable. It's not totally dark outside yet, but I turned the lights on because I want to just see if I just run these for a long period of time, if it drains that battery much. And if you didn't watch my truck camper build part 2 video, I got these like LED light strips off Amazon that have adhesive on the back and stuck them up here. And then I'm using a DeWalt 6 amp hour like tool battery, if you can see it down here, with this adapter thing that has 2 USBs on it that I have these lights plugged into. I think that should be able to power these lights for a long time, but I might as well test it out. It is 8:41 and I'm pretty tired. I've just been kind of hanging out. Tuck's been sleeping. So I'll see you guys in the morning for a hike. Good morning. Looks like the sun is about to come up, but it's pretty cloudy, so might not get a pretty sunrise or anything. I actually slept really well last night. The wind really didn't bother me at all. A couple cars came down and like to camp at this spot and then saw we were here and turned around, so that woke me up. But other than that, it was pretty good. Having a camper shell is so nice and convenient, you know, being able to just pull up, camp wherever. And if you want to know the location of this campsite, just DM me on Instagram at the guidebook, and I'll give you the campsite location. I want to provide information about places so people can come enjoy them, but certain places I think that, you know, there needs to be a little added layer of effort that needs to go in for someone to get the location. So I know that and trust that they're going to respect it. What an incredible morning. I think I want to do a different bin for silverware versus like silverware and cooking utensils versus like the actual cooked pots. It's because it's kind of hard to get the pots out of the bin without having to take all the silverware and stuff out that's on top of them. So I think that'll just make things easier to grab. So right now I have like all the cooking stuff in one bin and then food in another bin and then like cleaning stuff in another bin. And the other bins are good, but the cooking bin I think needs to be split up into 2 because I had to like take everything out just to get to this spot yesterday and then, you know, put everything back in, and I think that'll make it more streamlined for cooking if I have 2 separate bins for that. In the summer we'll be able to cook some big breakfasts, some fun breakfasts. Just right now, I don't want to stand out cold cooking for that long. I'm really glad that I made this, you know, bed just on the bed of the truck instead of like making a raised platform with drawers, because it's so nice to be able to just sit in here and hang out and not having my head like crushed against the ceiling or be like bent over or anything like that. So don't obviously have as much storage, but it's really nice. I like it this way a lot. Finished up eating. Now I'm just gonna pack up the truck and we're gonna head over to that trailhead. So we're like 5 other people here other than me. And there was only 1 car here when I came in last night. Now we just have a short drive over to the trailhead. I passed by it on the way in yesterday, and it's not too far from these campsites. So I don't know if you can see that, but somebody got a big RV all the way up into that first set of campsites. That's that first set that I drove into, and then decided to go over to the second one. But they drove a big old RV up into there, so that's cool that you can get big vehicles up in there too. This hike that we're doing this morning is the Rainbow Gulch Trail. It's about 3.5 miles. This is beautiful. I'm gonna end this video here, guys. Thanks for coming along on my weekend camping trip. If you like this video, give it a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.